My goal today is to shake you to your core. I want to scare you just enough that I will know what I have to talk about, you'll keep in mind. This topic is really personal, very raw, and it's almost a taboo. But because it's a taboo, people don't talk about it, and it's hindering the fight to stop it. And something that's interesting is that we're all saying it's such a big issue, but are we actually focusing on it? Are we actually doing anything about it? Before I tell you what this issue is, I want you to take in your mind a picture of the face of a child that you know or love dearly. I want you to picture your neighbor that you babysit for, his little boy, or your little sister, or your own child. Now please be brave with me and keep them in mind as I describe this next part. 2 million children currently in the world are being trafficked for sex. They are brought into this lifestyle from every way, shape, and form, whether it's being kidnapped, whether they're being lured and groomed, whether they're being sold by their own parents to be raped anywhere from 1 to 50 times a day. It's insane, and this is all they know. We think slavery is gone. Newsflash, it never disappeared. Kids like this, all around, in our own neighborhoods, are living in hell. So I conducted a survey of about 90 college-age students, some younger, some older. I asked them what they knew about child sex trafficking. As you can see from their responses, most didn't know a whole lot about it. They maybe heard it in passing, but they wanted to know more and become educated so that they could help do something about it. So let me clear up any confusion as to what it is. Human trafficking, defined by Oxford Dictionary, says that the action or practice of illegally transporting people from one area or country to another with the purpose of forced labor or sexual exploitation. In fact, according to the International Labor Organization, human trafficking brings in about $150 billion annually globally for this industry. It's crazy, and every 1 in 7 children are estimated to be child sex trafficking victims if they are endangered runaways. These numbers are huge. There's so many kids that are going through this right now. They're going on in America, and it's something that we need to own up to, that this is a problem. We need to fix it. We live in a safe place. Yes, we have lots of people who have the best of intentions. Most people, I dare say. But there are those who have the complete opposite. So we need to at least be aware of the issue that's going on. So I want to tell you a little bit about the link between pornography and the eventual demand for children. We all know substance drugs are addictive, right? We've grown up as wee little ones and we knew that they were bad from the beginning. Don't touch drugs, say no to drugs. But something that's less known is that pornography does the same thing. It alters our mind in a way that becomes addictive. And there's proof for it. And according to Fight the New Drug, an organization that is dedicated to stop pornography consumption, found that brain activity during porn consumption and drug substance use follows a predictable pattern because they're eerily similar. This means you go from pornography that is softcore, not as graphic. And once that first high has been reached, there's got to be something else to match it. So it turns into hardcore porn. And then finally, when that just doesn't make the cut anymore, it goes to child porn. And once that crossing over point happens, these people, if they don't get that high matched, some are willing to go out and buy a child to rape them, to act out what they see on those videos. For child porn to be a thing, there has to be a child, right? There has to be a child to be filmed while they are being stripped of their innocence and be raped on film. And people watch that for pleasure. Now, I'm not saying that if you have watched porn or you do watch porn that you're suddenly a horrible person. That's not what I'm saying at all. Rather, I'm telling you of the warnings of the potential path that has come from porn consumption. So I've given you a crash course on what pornography does to you, what human trafficking is, but what are we doing about it in America? There's plenty of organizations that are trying to help stop it, in America and worldwide. For example, some of you may be familiar with Operation Underground Railroad, also known as OUR. We have a club here at Utah State, it's great. They focus on the rescuing, the rehabilitation, and the aftercare as well, helping these people recover and get back into a normal life. So you may be wondering, what can I do to help stop it? Well, everyone was born with a gift. Everyone was born with resources that other people might not have. So think of something. Besides donating, which is great, and spreading awareness, you can think of something that you can do individually. America, land of the free, home of the brave. Some of the most noble words ever spoken. However, we need to make sure that we are willing to get these kids out of slavery. We need to become the brave ones, live up to this promise that we have glorified. If we cannot protect our children, who's going to? How long are we going to make them wait? OUR's promise is perfect. To the children we pray for daily, we say, your long night is over, almost over. Hold on, we are on our way.